Hey there, it's Mastin Kipp. Welcome to your daily coaching conversation. I'm here in the Venice canals shooting guerrilla style, so you may hear some sounds in the background, and that's totally cool with me if it's cool with you. So today I want to give you my number one productivity tip. I've been studying productivity now for, probably about a decade, and there's so many different things that have to happen to make things happen. You know, there's project management, there's opening loops and closing them, there's to-do lists, there's making sure things get done, there's deadlines, there's systems that have to be built and put into place, and all those things are absolutely important. However, beyond all that, there's one productivity tip that when you get this nailed and when you really implement this, it like 10x's, 100x's, 1000x's your productivity. And that sounds like a crazy claim, but just hang with me for a second. So I want to ask you a question. Day to day in your life, do you feel like you are spiritually connected to your higher power or not? If you're feeling disconnected and you're in that place of stress, you're in that place of contraction, then when you go into productivity mode, you're going to come from a place of deficit, and you're going to come from a place of, how should I put this, not enough. And when you are trying to be productive and from a place of deficit, from a place of not enough, no amount of busyness will actually move the dial forward. There's a huge difference between being busy and being productive. The number one productivity tip is to make it your number one intention each day to connect to and remain connected to your higher power through yoga, through meditation, through listening to spiritual texts or reading spiritual texts. Because when you're connected to that higher power, that's when synchronicities start to line up. That's when you start to really get clear on your intuition. That's when you start to really understand the next step to take, not from a place of lack, but from a place of connection. When you're connected to your higher power, you know that all your needs are met. You know that things will organize around you as you need them. And what's incredible is there's no greater productivity master than the whole of the universe. So when you think about connecting to your higher power, you think about connecting to God or source or spirit and staying in that place, what's incredible is that things come to you. And yes, you can manage them with project management, you can manage them with getting things done, you can manage it with Scrum and all these incredible best practices for project management and goal completion. However, if you're disconnected, if you're in a place of fear, if you're in a place of contraction, you're going to see less because there's so much cortisol running through your body. There's so much stress in your body that you don't see all the options available to you. You're also not available to have them come in and receive something that you may not have been seen coming from a different path. So when you're connected to a power greater than you, synchronicities happen. You step into effortless survival, and you step into a place where all your needs are met and everything starts to show up. Yes, you need a plan. Of course, there's the great Muslim saying, trust Allah, but tie up your camel. So of course you have to have a plan. Of course you have to do courageous and perfect action. But when you're connected to a power greater than you, it's the greatest productivity tip because your higher power knows what you need. Your higher power knows what your budget is. Your higher power knows the resources that you need to complete your project or to make your dreams come true. So the more that you can stay connected, the more that you can start to allow this higher power to organize things in your life, things start to pay off in greater and greater and greater ways. So my number one productivity tip is to stay connected to your higher power through prayer, through meditation, through listening to material that's a higher consciousness material, to remember who you are and where you really came from. When you do that, you start to be pulled by life versus having to push life up this hill and use all these productivity tips from a place of negativity or a place of not being enough. So if you want to be massively productive, if you want to be massively creative, you want to have all the support in the world, stay connected to your higher power, trust that everything will happen in divine time and that all of your needs will be met. Yes, use your project management best practices. Yes, use the art of getting things done. All that stuff is super important, but when you do it from a place of faith, you do it from a place of knowing that all your needs are met. You do it from a place of knowing that as you step into your day today, that you will be provided for. It brings less stress into your life. You can see things clear, you can see a bigger picture, and you can let in all that is good. So my greatest recommendation today is that you cultivate that practice for you. It might be Kundalini yoga, it might be prayer, it might be meditation, it might be an audiobook of a higher consciousness, it might be going to the beach, it might be being in nature. Whatever it is for you that makes you feel connected, know that life organizes and will support you in your purpose because that is why life made you. When you remember to connect, then all of a sudden, all of your needs will be met and you will get more done than you ever have before. My greatest wish is that you go out there and you implement this and that you actually make it a daily practice to connect to your higher power. And as always, remember to get out there, take action, and make it real. We'll see you soon.